Classic Game Room is brought to you by Magnum Skywolf. CGR is supported by fans on Patreon. Thank you. Welcome to Classic Game Room. Pour a pint, sit back and relax. Prepare to enjoy the review of London Racer 2 on your PlayStation 2. Oi, prick! It's London Racer 2 on the PlayStation 2 from 2002. Bollocks. While the London Racer series may not have the greatest reputation among the myriad array of racing games on the PlayStations, its quirky style and its imperfections give it some character, and its budget price make it approachable for just a couple quid. Is it worth it? You know, there's a lot of great driving games on the PlayStation 2. This is not one of them, but if you like games such as Midtown Madness or Runabout, you may want to give London Racer 2 a try. It's a huge step forward from the previous game, London Racer, on the original PlayStation, featuring more cars, more environments, and frankly, way better racing. It really reminds me a lot of Runabout, except without the emphasis on crashing into things and causing destruction. Sure, you can crash into things, ram the police, and even knock over some light posts, but for the most part, all that stuff just gets in your way and prevents you from winning, which is what you're supposed to do in London Racer 2. Las Vegas, now in London. There's 5 environments to drive through in this game: London, Edinburgh, Las Vegas, New York, and Chicago. I've driven in Chicago. Why would anybody actually voluntarily want to do that in a video game? I guess because it's a recognizable place, but the best part of Chicago is stopping and getting out of your car and eating and drinking things. Anyway. The police are always happy to see you. What you do in London Racer 2 is pretty straightforward. You race and win, avoiding obstacles along the way. Your car takes some damage, pick up the wrenches. You've got boost, pick up the blue things for boost. London Racer 2 isn't that bad, but it definitely fails to compete against the big boys like Gran Turismo, Forza, the Need for Speed series, and of course Grand Theft Auto, because it feels like it has a way smaller budget. And nowhere is that more apparent than the audio mix, where they have a radio station playing in the background where I think they only recorded about 15 minutes of audio for the entire game. Thankfully, you can just shut it off, but you can also turn it back on and rock out. Woo! There's like 2 or 3 commercials that they recorded for this game, and some nonsensical radio chatter, most of which I really couldn't understand.
You're a glass half full kind of guy. You sound like a lot of fun.
Oh, you're so right. I like fun. I'm having fun, and I am fun. Boy, watch it! That looks the matter.
You want to know what I like to listen to while driving? Not that. How about the engine noise? Oh, that's good. Hey, look, we're in London. In 2002, this game wouldn't have been that bad. It has its moments. There's a tournament mode where you play through and unlock a bunch of new cars, but then you can't play through the tournament again with the new cars that you've just unlocked. You can free race against opponents and the police, but if you're any good at the game, you'll easily crush it on hard. There's some 2-player options, but these days, unless you want to relive a feeling of nostalgia, I would leave London Racer 2 in the Sainsbury bargain bin where it's probably been collecting dust for the past decade. While they made a bunch of these games back in the day, developer Davilex is no longer with us, which is a shame because their games feel like they'd be perfect for the low-budget mobile marketplace these days. It's unlikely we'll see any more London Racer games anytime soon, or ever again, probably that one. I still had some fun playing it though. It has its moments, even if there's only 2 camera options, neither of which are very good, and all of the jumps in the game are positioned to ruin your race, not make it more cool. However, I do have a classic game room shout out and thank you going to Thor from Birmingham, United Kingdom once again. Thank you, Thor. Don't crush me with your hammer. This is the best car in the game. You'll never lose a race with it. And I have a good slogan, a good marketing slogan for Davilex. Davilex, our games are better than not games most of the time. Thank you for watching. Follow Classic Game Room on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Don't miss Magnum Skywolf, also on Patreon. Welcome to the club. It's the Lord Carnage Club, where I celebrate these backers on Patreon by shouting their name in a volcano. Introducing Michael Fernandez. Oh yeah! Michael Nelson! Lord Carnage approves. Jim. Moriarty! Sérgio Matheus! Hergert! Jason from Kamloops! British Columbia! Busy! Signal! Alciver! Sean Zoltek. I'm just kidding again. Sean Zoltek! Stephen Chucknick from New Jersey. Landon Ellerby! He's the administrator of these credits. Philip Strabenmuller of Vienna, Austria. Woo! Jack Stavris from Australia, home of Mad Max. Ohad Kane! Cue the thunder. Jeff, Captain Dauntless, Breyer, Rick DeBarros. Out of sight. Will. Kid Shuriken Fatality. Ship Senkbeil. That was too evil, wasn't it? Let's try that again. Ship Senkbeil. See you next time on Classic Game Room. Thanks for watching.